eyes and try to imagine this. You climb into your sleeping bag and your body turns into gooey slime. Then you wake up 2 weeks later and your whole body has completely transformed. Gross? Kind of. Cool? Absolutely. Join me as we go through one of nature's most amazing transformations by exploring the life cycle of a butterfly right now. Scientists call this amazing change a complete metamorphosis because as a butterfly goes through its life cycle, it doesn't just grow bigger. It lives 4 completely separate lives depending on what stage it's in. It starts off as an itty-bitty egg, goes into a hungry caterpillar, becomes a sleeping chrysalis, and finally ends as a butterfly, a flying adult. In every single stage, its body, its behavior, and its food change completely. Here are the facts behind all 4 stages of a butterfly's life cycle. Let's start with the earliest stage, the beginning, the egg. We will start at the beginning. Any questions? Good, no questions, let's go. Adult female butterflies lay their eggs on specific plants called host plants. This makes sure that when the egg hatches, the caterpillar immediately has the food that it needs to survive. It can immediately start eating. Females will lay their eggs in either the spring, summer, or fall, depending on the species. A female butterfly can lay hundreds of eggs during a lifetime. That's a lot of eggs. Laying so many makes sure at least some survive predators and bad weather. Butterfly eggs are extremely small. For example, the monarch butterfly's egg is about the size of 1 single grain of salt. Now it varies on the species, but after the eggs are laid, they usually take about 3 to 7 days to hatch. After the egg hatches, we enter stage 2 of a butterfly's life cycle, the larva stage, also known as a caterpillar. Now, a lot of the different insects have a larva stage, but caterpillars are interesting because they're basically eating machines. When a caterpillar hatches, its very first meal is usually its own eggshell, which is actually packed with nutrients. Now, a caterpillar doesn't have a very complicated job at all. It basically just has to eat, grow, and store up energy. Most start right away, munching on the leaves of the host plant they were laid on. Caterpillars grow extremely fast, becoming many times bigger in just a few weeks. It's like me with a cheesecake. But this creates a little bit of a problem because caterpillar's skin, known as its exoskeleton, cannot stretch. So as it grows bigger and bigger, it needs new skin and goes through a process called molting. When it gets big enough, or too big for the skin it's currently in, it splits it open and pops it off. Caterpillars will molt about 4 to 5 times as they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. To help them avoid predators, many caterpillars will use camouflage, like this caterpillar here, which is using camouflage to stay hidden in the leaves. Some caterpillars also have very bright colors in order to warn predators that don't eat me. I'm poisonous. I won't taste good, I swear. Okay, our caterpillar has grown and grown and grown. It's huge and it's ready for stage 3. The pupa or chrysalis. This is where the real magic of metamorphosis takes place, as a caterpillar will completely transform inside its shell. When a caterpillar is fully grown, it actually stops eating, and then attaches itself upside down to a leaf or a twig using a tiny pad of silk. The chrysalis stage often lasts a few weeks. The exact amount of time depends on the species and the season. We gotta be patient. You can't be like, hurry up, I want a butterfly, come out. Are you ready? Inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar's body changes in an amazing way. Much of its old body breaks down, and special groups of cells use that nutrients to help build up the butterfly's new body. Its legs, its antenna, its wings, and its eyes. It's kind of like the caterpillar is taking itself apart and putting itself back together again. All right, we've reached the final stage, the adult stage. This is when the fully grown butterfly emerges from its chrysalis, spreads its wings, and gets ready to fly. But it can't fly right away. When the adult butterfly breaks out of its chrysalis, its wings are soft, wet, and crumpled. It must pump fluid into the veins of its wings to expand them. It actually takes about an hour for the wings to dry and harden before the butterfly can fly. Adult butterflies have 6 long legs, 2 compound eyes, 2 antennae, and 2 bright, beautiful wings. And unlike the caterpillar, which just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, adult butterflies don't grow any larger as they get older. As adults, butterflies will use their antennae to smell. Some actually even have tiny ears located on their wings, which help them detect sounds like predators. Because they are cold-blooded insects, butterflies often will need to warm their bodies in the sun before they can fly. Most adult butterflies sip liquid nectar from flowers, using a long, straw-like tongue called the proboscis. Yummy! Some adult butterfly species actually don't eat at all. The main job of an adult butterfly is to find a mate, lay eggs, and start the cycle all over again. Sadly, most adult butterflies don't live very long. It varies species to species, but usually it's a couple of weeks. Some butterflies who migrate, like the monarch butterfly, can live months. Just like with caterpillars, adult butterflies have different ways of stopping or making sure predators don't eat them. This butterfly has special spots on its wings which look like eyes, which would confuse a predator which might be trying to eat it. Alright everyone, that's all the time we have for today. That's the life cycle of a butterfly. Starts as an egg, goes to a larva, caterpillar, pupa, chrysalis, and then to an adult butterfly. An amazing transformation that takes place right in our backyard. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.